Absolutely shocking, that story. Despite the nationwide campaign, international campaign which has been launched in a sense to save the tiger, this is what continues to happen rampantly in our country. With us here in our studios, VK Shashi Kumar, news editor of the Telhelkatv magazine and someone who actually did that story, travelled extensively on the tiger trail, and Belinda Wright, very well known tiger activist here as well. Shashi, let me first begin with you. This entire investigation which you yourself undertook, what according to you was how did you start this investigation? Were you given any lead, whether it was Balku or any other individual, that this thing was rampant in these parts?
Bhupen, this is the investigation on Telhelka which has come out. We sent our field reporters out to Uttarakhand. They travelled into the interior areas, struck contact with villages and started developing field intelligence. And we came to a point when we decided that we need to get into this investigation full on. And it was only when we reached at Dharchula and we were posing as agents of a fake buyer, so to say, in Delhi. And when we saw the tiger skin in Dharchula, that's the point when we decided that we need to scale this up in terms of informing the National Wildlife Crime Bureau. We informed them and it is they knew about it. And it was subsequently that the other steps were carried out.
Shashi, you mentioned that. Just important to underline some of the other safeguards that you have taken for this while doing this investigation, apart from informing the Wildlife Crime Bureau. I do believe at no point in time did we offer money or take possession of the tiger skins.
No money was offered, no transactions were done, because we were very careful that we should not be violating the law in the process of doing our journalism, because this was carried out in public interest and we wanted to show that, behind the glitz and the glamour associated with tiger conservation, the fact is that on the ground the reality is different, and that's the reality we wanted to project. In fact, a lot of the information that we generated, hard field evidence, has been shared with the relevant law enforcement authorities, though we have not mentioned that in our story, but the fact is that this is live and they are investigating all the leads that we've given them.
Okay, we'll carry on with this entire process of seeking more information from you about how exactly you went about this investigation and what can be done in terms of law in just a moment. But here's the second part of this investigation which has been done by Shashi and his colleague. You've just seen how the big cat continues to be poached and smuggled into Nepal and China. Now, our next story as part of the CNN-IBN Telhelka investigation shows you how it's not just the king of the jungle, but other species such as the otter as well. Yes, and even including the leopard that are part of this illicit, rampant wildlife trade. Once again, VK Shashi Kumar, Manmohan Gupta and CNN-IBN's Divya Iyer with this exclusive report.
For every tiger skin seizure, there are at least 7 leopard skins seized as well. The leopard is clearly even more vulnerable to poaching. Our undercover team meets leopard poachers in Shamlatal in Uttaranchal. They refuse to identify themselves but agree to show us 2 leopard skins.